Hey, now. What's going on, G-Works? Grassology, what's going on? Randy, what's up? Shouts out to the New Wave, what's going on? Malik, Auto Detailing. Shimmering Rise, what's up? Man, I touch money every day, man. It's not a day go by I don't make a dollar, a dime, or something. Shimmering Rise. Frank Evans, what's going on? Sporties, what's up, big dog? Millie Mill, I see you. Vision Service Care, what's going on, man? Phyllis Campbell, I see you. Majestic, what's going on? Magic Mike, I see you, big dog. What's going on, Father and Sons? Christy, what's going on? We got Miss G-Works in the house. What's up? What it do, man? That kill me every time I hear him say that. What's going on, Father and Son? What's up? Ezekiel Gonzalez, I see you, big dog. Yeah, guys, I was trying to get in touch with 1804 Media Group and about the T-shirts, and I wasn't. I think I called him yesterday or the day before yesterday. I wasn't able to get in contact with him, so I texted him. He just texted me right before I went live and said that he was in Barbados, so he said that he'll get back to me when he get back in town tomorrow. So that's where we at with the shirts, but that is one of my main goals, is to get those shirts done and get them out. So what's up, everybody, man? I'm just checking in. I ain't really got any topics to talk about. I was actually just want to touch bases with you guys about the shirts, but I ain't got nothing for you guys because I'm waiting on 1804 Media Group. We have a conversation with him and see what's going on. But what everybody been up to, man? Oh, most definitely. Some will come up. Chasing that chicken. It came out pretty good. I did a video on it. It came out real good. I actually did the house and the deck. everything. Lawn care is, I want to say it's like 70% lawn care, 30% mobile car washing and detailing. But the detailing over the last 2 years, over the last year and a half, has definitely picked up big time. I want to say more like 65-35, to be honest. It has definitely picked up with those group washes. I'm starting to get, I'm starting to be seen more, which is bringing more business in. So I'm keeping pretty busy. What's going on, James? What's going on, Trail? All the seasons treating me nice, man. Real good. The only thing is just the rain, man. Just trying to, but this ain't my first rodeo. I just do what I can, man. If it's raining, if it's wet, I pull out my push more. I just do more weed eating and push more. That's the only thing, just cutting that wet grass is what's messing everything up. Larry, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Yeah, those videos, man, they're not easy to make. When it comes to editing the videos, and I know I think I talked about this on the last chat. Is the I had got kind of crazy with it, man. I was doing like 3 videos a day. And even when the season started, I kind of cut back. And started doing like, maybe 2 or 3 a week. And that's even hard. That's hard, man. It's just sitting down and trying to edit those videos, man. I really don't have time for that anymore. Just sitting in front of the computer, till 1 and 2 in the morning or later editing. It's not easy at all. And like I was saying on the last video, man, if you ever take the time for you guys who don't make videos, if you ever take the time and sit down and try to edit a video and try to get something, kind of perfect, you'll have a respect for the people who do it on a big scale, who does it all the time. Like when I watch these other YouTubers, that's not in lawn care and everything, and they got all this editing going on, I got a lot of respect for them, because them guys, they're doing, 1 and 2 videos a day. And I just can't keep doing it at that level. I'm not going to say I can't. I just don't want to. I could. I just don't want to do it like that anymore. I'd rather, spend my time on one video, spend 2 to 3 weeks on one video and put it out and just let it be that. I appreciate that, Shimmer Rides. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. Damage Control did a real good video last week. Really dope. It was different. It was what I liked about it. It was, he set the bar. What I liked about it was none of us in the detailing community is doing that. Does videos like that. And that's what I liked about it. It was unique. I've seen that style of video before, but he still had his own touch to it. It was an awesome video. I watched it twice, and I commented and let him know that, man, you set the bar on this one, Yeah. Oh yeah, he most definitely did. The beat was on point. Yeah. Yeah, it was different, man. He had and then he wasn't talking at all. I don't think he said a word in the entire video, and it was entertaining. It was like what, 9 minutes? Entertaining, man. Like I said, I watched it twice. And to each his own, man. However you want to do your videos. I mean, it's your stuff. However you want to do it, do your thing. But I can't do it anymore, man. I'm not gonna say I can't, but I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to, all them, spending time trying to put out 2-3 videos a week. It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling good, I might, I might throw some out there, but on average, I'm gonna do 1 video per month. I might go live once or twice a month, and just keep it that way, man. But man, I'm beat. What's going on, Danny? I see you. Man, I'm beat, man. I was cutting my yard today, man, and I kind of let my yard go in the winter. I've never done that before, but business has picked up. So, I mean, after I get done with my day, I just come home and pretty much crash. I done started going to the gym. So sometimes I go to the gym in the morning or I go to the gym at night. And when I'm into my day, I'm done, man. I don't have no gas left. I just come home, take a shower, eat, go to sleep. So I let my yard go. I think the last time I cut my yard or did anything to it was maybe November of last year. And I usually go out there and get leaves up, pick up limbs, clean it up, run the mower over it. I didn't do none of that. I went out there today. I had to trim bushes. I had to get up leaves, cut my yard, and then I had to spray it with some herbicide to kill the weeds. I usually spray herbicides again. I usually spray a herbicide to put out a pre-emergent in like December or January. I didn't do any of that, so I had weeds all over the place. So man, I was working today. I think I got started at 2. I didn't get done till about 7. So man, I'm tired. Yeah, work can burn you out quick, yeah. Time flies when you on that computer putting them videos together, yeah. I'll be cutting my yard. No, the weeds are tall as me, yeah. See, I usually don't. I had a few tall weeds, just a few. But I've been spraying my yard for years, so I got somewhat of resistance in my yard. So I really have to let my yard go like a whole season for it to just be full of weeds. But yeah, I won't be doing that again. I had to send Ashton out there or something to run the mower over it when I can't do it. What's going on, Browns? Browns Lawn and Landscaping. What's up? What y'all been up to, man? Yeah, shout out to Shimmering Rides. He's been putting out a few videos here and there. I've been watching. I've been seeing you, big dog. It's been raining a lot over here. Almost every day we're getting sun finally. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain here, too. We got some rain on the way. I think like Wednesday or Thursday we got some rain on the way. Yeah, I've been seeing you, big dog. Yeah, it has, but I've been working around it. Eric Main. I get my business cards from Vistaprint, and I get my shirts done here locally. I like to go to local places to get my shirts done because you get to actually feel the fabric of the shirts, and some places will just make you like one shirt. You can see if you like it or not. I just go to like these little mom and pop little places, and they do good. They do a good job. It's hot down there. Y'all not getting James. Y'all getting any rain? I know y'all getting rain. Send y'all some rain in Houston. Y'all not getting no rain down there? Man, I'm talking about, man, we've been getting a lot of rain. But I think we had about 7 or 8 days without rain. So, but it's not hot enough, so the ground is still kind of moist and wet in some places. But I've been making it happen, man. I'm gonna get out there with the weed eater, push more. If I can't get back there with my big mower, I'll get my push more. I'm gonna get it done. I'm not gonna let the weather get me too far behind. I have a few more coming up, but no, yeah, no time to edit. I see you, big dog. I see you, Shimmer Rides. It's like Mother Nature's messing with us. Yeah. It's like that every year, though. I've experienced that every year, especially when it comes to lawn care. March and April is just raining, raining, raining. And people are calling, weeds and grass is growing up. But, most of my customers, I always talk to them. Like, I send them text messages in February. I send them text messages January, February, March. And I'm like, hey, if you got leaves, you want to get your leaves up, let me know. I'll come out, get them up. Bush trimming, everything. You got to keep, because sometimes your customers may think that you shut down in the winter. You have to educate them that you can still do work. There's work to be done in the winter. And that way, when the spring gets here, their yards are not out of whack. If you spray their yards with herbicides and keep the yards clean and everything, you won't have much to do when the spring starts. Because what happens is people let their yard go, like I did. People let their yard go in the winter. Towards the end of the fall, all winter they let their yard go. So what happens is when March hits, the yard just start bouncing. Weeds and stuff just start jumping out. Yard just going crazy. And now they want to call you out. And what happens is, their kids might have a birthday party or Easter is coming. And so now they want their yard, they want everything done. They want the bushes trimmed, they want mulch laid, they want all this stuff done. But you're behind from the rain and you're behind on your other client. So you're just, it gets stressful. So what I do is I just make sure that I can educate as many of my customers and clients as I can, and get out there and try to get their yards, done. That way, when it's like this, I'm not stressed out. Because I remember 2 years ago, it was getting out of control, man. People was calling. I'll be on somebody else's yard doing, trimming bushes, cutting the yards, got to spray the weeds, lay mulch or pine straw, all of that. And somebody's calling me to go do the same thing. And those type of job takes, 3 to 4 hours or even longer, That's where I get my business card. I always get 1,000 for 20, right? Weather breaking, so them 7:30 stars. I see you sporties. None doesn't. Wow, no rain. I've picked up some cars, but no rain. Right. Yeah, sometimes I pull them, or, you could just spray them. What you do is, I spray them, and I use my weed eater to hit them. So what I do is, I don't, when you go around rocks, of course, you don't want to have your weed eater at full throttle. Just tap the trigger and just tap the trigger next to the weed and just bump them off. But I'll spray them first. Like what I'll do is when I get out my truck, before I even start working, if I see weeds and rocks and stuff like that, I'll spray them, and then I cut the yard. And once I get done cutting the yard, I come back on my weed eater, clip the tops off them off, and just blow it out, and that'd be it. You don't want to, you don't want to, you don't want to put too much work on yourself. You want to make things easy as possible. So I get pumps. I have pump sprayers with Roundup in them, spray bottles with Roundup in them. And if I see, driveways and stuff like that growing through the cracks, I just hit them and, let the chemical work its way in while I'm doing the rest of the yard, and I just knock the top off of them. I see G-Works. This rain slowed this money making down. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, man. You got to be creative. And that's why I have multiple services. Because I can still, in certain jobs, I can still do while it's wet. Now, if it's raining cats and dogs outside, of course, ain't nobody doing anything unless you work indoors. But if you have different services, I mean, with lawn care, the difference between lawn care and detailing, if it rains 3 days in a row, and then that following, after the last day of rain, it's only like 70 degrees outside, the ground's still gonna be too wet for cutting, But if once the rain is gone, you can start detailing. You can start pressure washing. You can trim bushes. You can still clean out gutters. It's a lot of things that you can do. So that's why I had to diversify my services. So, that way I can offer more to one customer. And that way you can go to one house like I did the other day. One house, I pressure washed the house. I pressure washed the deck. I trimmed the bushes, laid pine straw, and I cut the yard. It was one house in one day. So, you getting big paydays like that, that helps you out. That gives you enough money to save. So when you have rainy days or cold days or snowy days, you got money put away. Because like Sporty says in his last video, man, that winter gonna sell. That winter's gonna separate the boys from the men. It's going. I mean, if you're not built for this, that winter will break you. Of course, I'm gonna charge more. But the thing is that when you see stuff like that, before your client, like what I do before my client or customer even sees that, I go ahead and spray with Roundup and just knock the top off of it. I cut it as low as I can and keep it moving. Sometimes they don't notice it, but if they want you to pull it, I go up, because if it's gonna, because you can be at somebody else's lawn, you can be at another account making money. So you got to be compensated for your time. All right, Christy. I see you, Viz. What's going on? With fertilizer, what's a good place to start with the price for fertilizer? Well, you got to factor in your cost of the fertilizer first. So you got to get your money back for what you paid for the fertilizer. If you want to add another fee on top of that, that's cool. But my thing is when I buy fertilizer, I make sure I get my money I make sure I get my money back for purchasing the product. And then, first of all, yeah, you're gonna have to know how much you're gonna need, first of all. So, and second of all, you're gonna have to me, it's just mainly how long it takes me. That's how I do it. I do everything just like I do a yard. If it takes me, my average yard is anywhere from 40 to 50 an hour. So if it takes me an hour, if it takes me 30 minutes to put out some to put out some fertilizer, I'll charge, let's say a bag of fertilizer costs $20. So you already know they're going to be paying, you already at $20 because you got to get your money back. And then, I might charge another $35 to $50 to put it out. Because you got to look at it this way. If you charge $50 to cut a yard, let's say your average yard is $50. So your average pay per hour is $50. You see what I'm saying? So I just do everything by the time. When it comes to lawn care, because if I'm charging you $45 to cut your yard, and you have or $40 to $50 to cut your yard, anything that I'm doing that takes that amount of time, I'm going to be charging you that same amount. And just keep it simple. Don't. It's not rocket science. That winter will have you wishing you never left your job. It sure will. It sure will, man. It'll make you desperate. It'll make you desperate and do. I'm going to tell you guys, one time, I forgot what the name of this company was, but it was like one of those companies that sells, it's a company, they sells like a different brand, like frozen foods. And they sell like ice cream, like Nestle, just a whole bunch of frozen foods, pizza, ice cream, stuff like that. So, and this is like when I first started my business. And so I was like, man, I just need something, on the side for the slow months. So, man, I went and got the job. I was waiting to go to an interview. And the day of the interview come, I couldn't make it. So I called the guy and I tell the guy, hey, I won't be able to make it. Can I reschedule my interview? And, he was an ass about it. He was like, no, I can't reschedule the interview, blah, 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 and, he was just rude. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I get off the phone or whatever. So I want to say maybe a few days later, he calls me. And, he even told me that he hired somebody. I'm like, damn, you hired somebody, and I didn't even get the interview, But anyway, so he calls me. And he's like, hey, yeah, man, you still interested? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, but you just told me, so, But anyway, I'm just happy to get the job. So we do the interview over the phone. And he hired me. So I'm thinking to myself, that was too easy. Something ain't right about this job. So I go to the job. What you do is you go to grocery stores. And, some grocery stores, they stock certain aisles. And certain companies, I guess for product placement, stock certain aisles or something like that. So I go up there, and when I went up there, they had me working with somebody. So it was easier because I had somebody that know what to do to kind of show me everything. So I'm stocking the aisles or whatever. So the next day, he was like, okay, you're going to be by yourself. So I show up to the store. And what they do is the company, they deliver the stuff and leave it in the grocery store stock room. And it was a pallet, man. The pallet was like 8-9 feet tall. And they was like, yeah, you got to empty this whole pallet. And so, I get to working and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to take me all day. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, like, how much money I'm going to make. And I was like, and I snapped right back to reality. I'm like, listen, I can go cut 2 yards. It's going to take me 2 hours. Then to sit here all day stocking these shelves, man. I walked out. I didn't even tell nobody nothing. I just left. I pushed everything back in the store and pushed everything back in the stock room. And I got the hell on. I was like, man, But that winter, that I think that was my first or second year in business. But that winter, trust me, man, it had you like, oh my God. You don't know. You waiting on the phone to ring, and then if the phone does ring, for some of you guys it's snowing, or it's too cold, or it's raining. It's crazy, man. But while you're doing good now, this is the time to save for the winter because you know it's coming. It's not a surprise. It comes every year around the same time. It ends the year and it begins the year. So you already know what time it is. So you want to put your money together. Make sure you have a nest egg saved up for the slow months. Oh yeah, definitely a great feeling, Randy. I see, G. Yeah. I just take, Danny. I just take, like for every job I do, man. When the season gets kicked off, I mean, I'm already saving now. But when the season gets kicked off, like up and running, like full fledged, I do about. I say every job I do about $15 a job. So I'm doing, over 30 jobs a week. So I mean, you could do the math. About 30 jobs a week. I save like $15 per job, and I just put it in a bank account. And at the when December hits, I just take because I'm still doing a little lawn care in November, like the middle of November when it kind of just slows all the way down. And some people I'm still doing their yards year round, and I'm still getting cars, here and there. But what I do is I take that money and I go ahead and I put it in my checking account so it can cover all my bills, my personal bills and everything like that. So, I have a nice little nest egg saved up, and I just put it over there. And all I do is the money that I'm making in the slow months, I just use that to build my business account back up. And that's all I do. I just do that every year, and it's been working out fine. Trying to see what that number is. And sometimes when I get like, um, when I get unexpected jobs, like somebody just pulls up and say, hey, can you lay some pine straw for me, or can you trim bushes? And I'll do that, and make a couple of $100, and then I'll just save the whole thing, you know. So I pretty much kind of know how much money I'm gonna make every week with my lawn care, and then everything else. If I get a call for do some pressure washing, or I get a call for a car wash or anything like that, that's just extra. And so I sometimes I just put the whole thing, but on average like 15 a job. And so just imagine if you're doing 30 jobs a week, 15 times, let's say 30. That's $450 a week. So save like $2,000 a month. Save like $2,000 a month. The lawn season is about 8 months. $2,000 a month. It's about what? It's over $2,000 a month. 450 times. No, I'm sorry. That's 1,600 a month. I'm sorry. It's 450. That's 1,800 a month. 8 months. And you don't need that much money. I mean, you don't need that much money. You could save $5 a job. You could save $10 a job if you're doing. It just depends on how many jobs you're doing. 25% of each job should be put up. That's a good round figure. What's going on, J Jack? Um, Any protamine. What are you using that on? Is that a herbicide? Is that a herbicide, Grassology? Okay, what type of grass is it for? Can you use it on any type of turf? Because you know most herbicides are for certain types of turf. But I don't. I've never heard of it. Because down here we won't mainly have we have Bermuda grass, zoysia, centipede, and St. Augustine. That's mostly what you're gonna see. Crabgrass preventer, tall fescue. Okay. Is it safe on any type of grass? How Dow see? How do you market besides your truck signage? Uh, social media, social media, and word of mouth. You know, if you notice, if you look at my Instagram, almost every day, if not every day, I post something. I post something while I may chop down my YouTube video under a minute and put it on Instagram and also on Facebook at the same time. Uh, I have I make sure that when I did it, I got business pages. Those business pages will allow you to promote. It has a promote button where you can spend a few dollars. You can promote in your area. Uh, I use social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. That's pretty much how I market myself. That's where all the eyes are. It's easy. It's costs little to no money to do it. I get postcards. I used to go, mailbox to mailbox, putting postcards on there. I'll still do that from time to time, but I haven't done that in a while. And most of all, being seen. Um, while I'm working, I try to get up early and get out, super early, anywhere from 7 to 9 a.m. and be out there working. And when people are going to and from work, leaving their neighborhoods, they see me out in these yards. They see the signage on my truck, like you mentioned, and they stop. First thing they do is, ask you how much you charge. Can you add another one to your list? And I give them my card and I go from there. But that's pretty much how I market myself. Okay. It's going all right. I'm still trying to, you know, bring traffic to my website. I just really got my Google business going, and I've been trying to, like Randy was talking about the SEO, the search engine optimization. They just sent me I'm looking at it right here, but they had just sent me my verification number, and I just put that in. So actually, if you Google my name, Google ANA, I think like on the second page, you will actually see my website, and I think maybe on the first or second page, you actually see my business. But me, I want somebody who's looking for services, who types in lawn care or mobile detailing, and my name pops up. That's what I'm trying to get to. So I've been doing my research and talking with different people about that. You pick any business up from the business page. I don't understand. You pick any business up from the business page. I understand what you're saying. How that? Do you think home advisor works, man? I think anything works, man. Facebook business page. Yep. Cause see, here's the thing. People have have the has it gotten you any new clients? Yes, it has. Do you do any lawn signs? When I first started, I did. I don't do it anymore. It's just, I mean, it's just so much easier just to put it on Facebook or Instagram. That's where people eyes are at anyway. Everybody, I mean, all day long, man. It's not a day that goes by I don't see somebody on their cell phone scrolling up Instagram or Facebook. You put your stuff there, man, and it's going to get seen. I get calls all the time, and I don't promote. I probably promote like maybe once a week or once every other week. I probably promote a post, but most of the time I'm just uploading, stuff that I'm doing, and it's good because your your family and friends will see it, constantly see it, and when they think of lawn care or mobile car washing, they'll think of you. If somebody asks them, a good lawn care guy, they're going to pass their number on. But here's the thing: a lot of people get pages. They get a regular page and they try to promote their business on their regular page, and the only people, or even their business page, they'll get a business page, but they never promote. So the only people that's going to see your post are your family and friends and people that you went to high school and in college with. Those are the only people that are going to see your post. And for the most part, you guys know if you guys have been in business any period of time, you know that the last people that's going to want to support you are your friends and family. They're going to usually want a discount or they won't support you at all. So, you're advertising to them. They already know that that's what you do. So you want to advertise to people that you don't know. So when you click that promote button on that business page, you can also pick areas that you want that post to go to. So if who's subscribed to Facebook or Instagram, and if they live in a certain town and you pick that town, the chances are they're going to see your post. And that's how all you need is one. You get one, you get into a nice neighborhood, you start cutting that person's yard. Before you know it, the neighbors looking at you every week, coming out there cutting the yard. Then they ask you, and then before you know it, you got two or three in the neighborhood, four or five, and it just starts growing from there. Wow, I used to work at Google? Man, that's dope. Yeah, uh, Yeah, that's what I did. My first year, man, I went mail. I didn't go door to door. I went mailbox to mailbox. I was just, my wife or my wife will park at the end of the street. Me and my son will hop out. She'll drive to the end of the street. My son be on one side, I'll be on the other side. We'll just put them on the mailboxes. You can't put them inside, but we'll put them on the mailboxes. Hop back in the truck, go to the next street, do the same thing. I did that my first 2 years, and I passed out like maybe 1,000, and out of that 1,000, I might have got maybe 8 or 9 calls from that. You know, but the thing about it is, if you can get some before and after pictures, get some videos, edit you a 1 minute video, of you cutting the yard or, but before you cutting the yard and after, put it on Facebook or Instagram and just, do it that way, man. You can get some people that way. It's so many ways to advertise, and it's a lot of inexpensive ways to get it done. Google, that SEO, I can really see that working. I know it has to work, because I go to Google every day. I Google something every day. So I'm pretty sure if somebody's looking for something, they're new in the area and they looking for a car wash or detail, they type in detail and whatever city they're in, and boom, if you got your Google stuff right, boom, you pop up. There you go. Keywords. Okay. I'm taking those. I'm taking those, Jane. Okay. I'm gonna touch bases with you, Randy. I haven't forgot about you, Randy. I'm gonna touch bases with you, man. 'Cause, I was talking to Sporties about that this morning, and a few hours ago I was talking to G Works about the same thing, man. We was talking about SEO. Okay, I see you, James. Most definitely, I'm gonna do that because I was trying to figure it out this morning. I was trying to figure it out this morning. But how's everything going for you guys, man? Search mobile. That be me, dog. I see you, man. Running two searches, business at the same time, man. Hats off. Do they ever collide as far as availability? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it does, but I mean, for the most part, man, if you get out there and you work hard, man, that's it most of the time it works itself out, man. Um, but you just gotta schedule, you just gotta know how to schedule real good. Once your business start picking up equipment and chemicals and all that stuff, it's gonna be key because you're gonna need that stuff to make it easier on your body, make make the jobs go by faster so you can get a lot done. You know, that's when that PSI and that gallons per minute start to matter on those pressure washers. That's when going to Walmart or buying you a concentrated chemical makes all the difference. Uh, I learned that this year. Hold on, guys. Yeah, guys, but I learned that, I mean, I've always known that, but it came into, it got real this year when I started doing those group washes and I was having like multiple cars and then have to go do multiple yards. And the chemicals that make the job easier, the equipment that make the job easier and make the job faster, that stuff's gonna come into play. Like the enclosed trailer I keep telling you guys about, things like that. It's like I said, once I'll be getting it real soon. Once I get that enclosed trailer, I'll have, I'll have all my equipment with me. Water tank, pressure washer, generator, lawnmower, and everything. So I don't have to go and swap out equipment. I can just go from one job to the next. That'll save me. I mean, I can do probably one more extra job that I would have if I didn't have it. So. How can I get better at getting group washing? Uh, you want to go to places. I'm gonna tell you like this. You want to go to places where there's a lot of women, where women work. That's gonna be your best bet. Uh, Banks, small clinics, office buildings, nail salons, hair salons, places like that. Try to get in good with somebody that works there, the owner or secretary or something like that. Offer to do their car for free. You know, you could just walk in there, introduce yourself. You know, put on a clean shirt. You know, make sure you're well groomed. Walk in there, talk to the owner or secretary. Give them a card. Tell them you'll do theirs free if they get you 2 more people. If they get you 3 more people, 4 more people, whatever, you'll do theirs free. And just do it like that. Or sometimes just walk in and just offer one of them a free car wash. You know, it ain't nothing but a few, you know, maybe 10 gallons of water, you know, a little bit of tire shine, some soap, some degreaser, multi-purpose. You know, it's not gonna cost you that much to do a free wash. Yeah, man. That's how you get them group watches, man. It's gonna be the ladies every time. Every time, man. Just walk in, offer one of them a free wash. Uh, then the other one's gonna want theirs done. Yeah, cause I got a group wash that way. I actually went up there. It's at my wife's job. I went up there. I asked my wife, does she, you know, does anybody come up there and do the cars? She didn't know, but she put me in contact with somebody that did know. I ended up washing their car for free, and she kept my number for like a whole year. And then one day she just called me and she was like, "Hey, you know, we had some guys coming out here. You know, they hadn't been reliable. They hadn't been showing up. You know, do you want to do it?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I've been doing it ever since. I've been doing the group wash since last February, and I do it twice a month. You know, sometimes I get 4, sometimes I get 6, sometimes I get 10. You know, Rise and Shine Mobile Detailing. I see. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna check out your video, Randy, and get with you guys on that on that SEO, because I want my stuff to be on that front page. I don't use Craigslist. I've never used Craigslist before, but I hear that is a good place to. Now that you're verified, start loading up that content. I got some stuff up there, man. I got pictures. I got my website connected. I got things up there. I just have to go through it, and I want to get to those keywords, James. No, no hits from the site yet. Matter of fact, no, I take that back. I did. I got one hit. It was a guy wanted some pine straw installed, and I went out and installed some pine straw for him. Matter of fact, it was this past Monday. Yeah, but yeah, I want to put that stuff. Go ahead and I'm liking what Randy and James are saying about this SEO. Randy actually called me maybe about a month or so ago. Shoot, maybe longer than that. Told me he wanted to help me out with that, so I had to give Randy a call this week. See what's up, big dog. But yeah, they sent me this right here. That's what they sent. So with the verification code, it took forever for it to get here, man. I see G Works. Man, I don't know what was up with mine. Mine took for, well, you know what? I had to send it twice, man. The second time it came in like 3 days, but the first time, I don't know what happened. Must have got lost in the mail. But I had to get it resent. Have you been getting any hits, Shimmering Rods? Since you did your Google business? I see you, James. Wow, okay. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to get started on it, man. So I'm excited about it. Cause I'm not, at this point now, man, I don't have time to walk from mailbox to mailbox. So I mean, man, at this point, man, I think all my advertising should be done on some form of social media. Wow. Cool. I saw that, but when I saw I had to pay, when I saw I had to pay, I was like, look, I want to try the keywords first, but I saw the AdWords. You know how it is when you see, like, oh, I got to pay. You start looking. It was like some crazy, like $30 a day. I was like, oh no, no $30 a day. But I gotta get some more info. I see you, G-Works. Yeah. Guys, I am beat, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna check you guys out. I was just checking in. Um, but hopefully I can get with 1804. His name is Max. I can get with Max, and he said he'll get with me tomorrow, man. We can finalize this T-shirt business, man, and get that done, so we can move on from that. But I'm gonna catch you guys later. I saw some new names on here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that. Click that notification bell. That way you'll get notifications. Let you know when I drop a video and when I go live. Also check out my website, www.aaprofessionalservices.com. aaprofessionalservices.com. Also check me out on Instagram. That's AA Professional Services. AA Professional Services. AA Professional Services Instagram. A Professional Services Facebook. And AA Professional Snapchat. Catch you guys later. Peace.